You have a criminal mischief from 2009. Then you had another theft case from 2018, a resisting transportation. Then you had the abandoning of a child case. But then you had another aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And now you're here on another aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So R015787 State versus Alicia Jimenez. Can I have parties announced?
For the state of Texas.
Sharon Thorne for the defendant, Your Honor.
Alicia Jimenez.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Jimenez, you entered a plea to count one. According to the plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State is silent on your application for deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2025 CR 015767-02. There's to be no contact with the complainants, and there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Did both parties have a chance to review the? Yes, that's yes. Yeah. No, that's okay, Rick.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. All right. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor. State has no objection.
No objection. I've reviewed it with my client. No.
All right. The state is silent. Any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. Before I get started, I would like to call her daughter, Destiny Stewart.
All right. Destiny Stewart.
Jimenez.
Good morning. All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Destiny Stewart.
All right. Defense, you may proceed.
Thank you. Destiny, how are you related to Alicia Jimenez?
That's my mom.
Okay. And how old are you?
28.
28. Do you have children?
Yes.
How many children?
I have 5.
5 children. And do you live here in San Antonio?
I do.
Okay. Is your mother, and she's not in jail, was she a part of your life and your children's life?
Yes.
And how attached are your children to your mother?
Very attached.
Okay. Does she help you raise them?
Yes.
Are you asking this court to grant her deferred adjudication so that she can continue to be in the community and help you and your children?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that that would be in the best interest of your children and of your mother?
Yes, they will.
Do you understand that if she were to be granted deferred adjudication, there she would have to do probably a lot of things with probation, go to classes, report, and stay out of trouble? Would you be willing to support her in that way?
Yes.
And would you make sure that either she had a ride or was going to all the classes and things that she needed to do?
Yes.
And do you believe that your mother would be successful if she were to be granted deferred adjudication?
I do. Yes.
Okay. You are aware that your mother has some criminal history,
Yes.
but you're not making excuses for your mom.
No, absolutely not.
You're just asking this court to take a chance on her and give her a chance.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have, Your Honor, of this witness.
All right. Any questions? All right. I have a few questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Any objections?
No.
All right.
Can ask you some questions.
So does your mother have any mental health issues?
Yes.
And can you tell me what that is?
Don't know too much of her health issues, but I know she does have some. I know when I was younger, she would see a doctor. She wouldn't really tell me much of why she saw a doctor, but when I was little, she was pretty much stable. When I became an adult, it's kind of when things got more rough.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Next witness.
Your Honor, before I call my client, I also wanted to, I filed a sentencing memo, and I think you should have a copy, but the letters that you have attached to your sentencing memo came out really blurry, so I have a hard copy.
Thank you.
This is my sentencing memo
Any
along with.
objections to the court reviewing this? All right. Any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to call my client at this time.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand. And is there any objection to the court reviewing the PSI report?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So just give me one moment with that. All right. So when questioning your client, if you can clear up for me, because in the PSI report, it's stating that she is minimizing guilt. And in the PSI report, she seems to argue that this is self-defense and that she has no idea what's going on. So if she wants a jury trial, then, we're here for that.
Ma'am,
All right.
proceed.
Yes.
State your name, please.
Alicia Jimenez?
And you understand why we're here today?
Yes.
And you pled no contest to this offense of aggravated assault, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now you understand what the judge was asking, and those are some things on the PSI that you and I discussed. And you tell the judge now today, do you accept responsibility for what happened?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And you understand the charges against you?
Yes, I do.
Are you asking for a jury trial?
No, I'm not.
Are you making excuses for what happened?
No, I'm not.
And you understand that there was a complaining witness, a victim in this case,
Yes, I do.
and that's why we're here.
Yes.
And you're asking this court to grant you deferred adjudication, and you're not making excuses for what happened.
No, I'm not.
With that, Your Honor, I'd like to continue with questions.
All right. So she's not going to be alleging self-defense.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. You may proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, you and I have gone over this PSI, and we've gone over the facts of the case. We've gone over your criminal history, correct?
Yes.
And you acknowledge and own your history. You know what you've done and the things that, in fact, you've been to prison for, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Knowing that, you were still asking this court to grant you deferred adjudication and give you a second chance.
Yes, ma'am.
Your mother's here, correct?
Yes.
And your daughter's here. Your mother, she went to TDC, correct?
Correct.
And in fact, when you were 14 is when your mother went to TDC and you ended up in foster care.
Correct.
Would you agree that that kind of started the spiral of problems that you have?
Yes, that's true and correct.
Okay. But again, we're not here making excuses, right?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, since you've been in custody here in Bexar County, is it true that you've been involved in Bible classes?
Yes.
And would you agree that you've kind of awakened your spiritual side?
Very much so.
In fact, that letter from one of your fellow inmates, they recognize that you are doing much better and you're kind of a leader at the jail.
Yes.
And you are trying to be better and trying to have a better life for your children, for your grandchildren,
And my mother.
and your mother.
Yes.
Okay. You wrote a letter to the judge,
I sure did.
and would you like to read that letter?
Yes.
And
Is that okay with you?
With your permission,
Uh,
Your Honor.
Well, it's fine with me. However, the state will need to review it.
Okay. Okay.
And then once they review it, if they're fine with that,
Okay.
then I
Thank you.
will listen, of course.
And while they're reading it, could I ask for some more questions?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
We'll just.
so, and I know you told probation and you tell the judge that you have some serious health problems. High blood pressure,
High blood pressure and
severe asthma, depression, you've been diagnosed with depression, anxiety,
Anxiety.
bipolar 1 and 2,
Yes.
PTSD,
Yes.
and ADHD.
Yes.
Do you take medicines for those diagnoses?
Yes, I do. I was enrolled in Alamo Premier. That's my psychiatrist. And I also take medications here in the Bexar County.
Okay. So prior to your incarceration, you were seeing a counselor and therapist?
Yes.
And if you were to be continued or granted deferred adjudication, you would continue with that. And they would monitor your medications.
Yes.
And they would make sure that you're seeing, is it a psychiatrist you see?
Psychiatrist and a counselor.
And a
at the same
counselor.
place.
Okay.
I was gonna leave that out.
Oh, no,
I
Just
wrote
have
letter
a
and I was
a
gonna
moment
leave
with
it
my
out.
client.
sure.
Yeah, I was gonna leave it out. I know it was, yeah. Yes. I was gonna leave that out.
Okay.
I'm nervous, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I apologize.
Okay,
It's been a long 8 months.
Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Can I read it to you?
yeah.
Sure.
I can basically just tell you, that I wanted to apologize to my victims, apologize to you, Judge Boyd, to my attorney and to the district attorney, and especially my family for putting them through the pain and the cause. With that being said, that it doesn't define, that reports do not define who I am. I'm a very loving mother. I'm a very loving grandmother. And I care for my mother who is here, who is ill. I was known to have sufficient, I have been known to have, be sufficient and dependable. I'm a caregiver, like I said, to my mom and a provider to my grandbabies. I've also surrendered myself to the Lord Jesus Christ, who is capable of forgiving, healing, and changing me for the better. I come before you to ask if you would consider giving me another opportunity to a fresh start, to a new life, and to a better career to educate myself. I want to be service to my fellow church. I also want to help change lives. I was thinking about trying to get into prison ministries to help the broken and to minister them. And with that being said, I just wanted to be able to share my accomplishments with my family. And I want you to know that I would make better choices. And thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Any other questions?
No, Your Honor, I believe she really said it all. We were just asking, on behalf of her and her family, for you to consider deferred adjudication. I know it's kind of thinking outside the box with her record, but I believe that she's come to hopefully a change in her life. And I think we would have a good choice in granting her deferred. And as I stated in my sentencing memo, if you were to give her deferred, you would still have a big, huge hammer over her head. And if she messes up, I explained this to her, she's looking at 20 years and you would have that over her. But I think, and I hope that you would consider deferred adjudication and that place her on 10 years deferred adjudication with all the bells and whistles that are needed. And I do believe that she'll be successful.
All right. So, Ms. Jimenez, this is what I can tell you. It would be nice if I had something in front of me that could tell me how people will behave or whether they will be successful on probation or not, whether or not if I place them on probation, they're going to commit new offenses, but I don't have that, right?
Yes.
So I just have to look at evidence before me and consider things as a whole,
Yes,
right? And so I don't think you would be a good candidate, and this is why. I don't think you'll be a good candidate, but I can tell you right now, I'm not going to sentence you to the 12 years. This is why I don't think you'll be a good candidate. You've been on probation before for assault, family violence. And I realized that was a long time ago in 2001, but it was terminated unset.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And your attorney knows what terminated unset means. Now, you have a lot of cases that have been dismissed. I'm not even considering those because they were dismissed. I don't know what they were dismissed for. You have a criminal mischief from 2009. You did time. They gave you a judgment satisfied. Then you had another theft case from 2018, judgment satisfied. A resisting transportation, that's the same time frame as the theft case, judgment satisfied. Then you had the abandoning of a child case. And with that, there was a motion to revoke file, and then they terminated your probation unsatisfactorily. Then the other cases where they say, oh, we dismissed it for a missing witness, I'm not considering that all because I don't have any facts for that. But then you had another aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And for that one, you received 4 years in the prison.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And that's from 2020. And now you're here on another aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So that's why I don't think you're appropriate for deferred adjudication. So the court is not going to grant your application for deferred adjudication. What the court will do, the court is going to find you guilty. There's a $1,500 fine. time and money to run concurrent, take in consideration 2025 CR 015767-02. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Ernesto Coronado or Luis Luvano. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, and the court will sentence you to 7 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, sir.
All right, because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. And what I will do, if I didn't say it, I'll put in there the therapeutic community for mental health. And I'll also let them know therapeutic community just based upon the stipulations for any type of drug or alcohol issues.
Thank you, Judge.
2023 CR 1266, State of Texas versus Mark A. Ramirez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Gearhead, Your Honor.
Defense?
For Mr. Ramirez?
Are you Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Mark A. Ramirez who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 1266 for the offense of unlawful possession of firearm by felon on February 27, 2023 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 17th.
Just
day.
1 second. I do
It's
not have,
Motion for supplement.
let me see if I can find the supplement. I don't have that. Just 1 second.
It was signed on the 14th of December. Judge.
Ah, all right. Thank you. Michelle, you're on it. I appreciate that. And also, Mr. Ramirez, I'm showing you what's entitled State Motion to Supplement Pending Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney as well and understand it?
Yes, Judge.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 1 on or about the 17th day of November 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant Mark A. Ramirez committed the offense of possession of controlled substance when they group 1 or 200 grams in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, we waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 5 years in the prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, sir.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, and that is to take in consideration the new cause number of 738804, which is a night mag possession case that he pled true to, and to reform the underlying sentence and revocation of 3 years.
Is that the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Mr. Ramirez, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And did y'all previously confer with probation?
Did not.
Well, I did.
All right, thank you.
Briefly,
I mean, it's a new year. We still can't forget about
I
probation.
did, Your Honor.
But Sean, I'm gonna make them not forget about you. Probation is, are you all requesting revocation?
Your Honor, Ms. Ramirez, yes, to be short, yes.
Okay. All right, then what the court will do, the court will grant the motion. Court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money is to run concurrent. Court will take in consideration NIMAC number 738844. If you would like, I could refer you to the therapeutic community. I can't force them to place you in the therapeutic community. You would still have to ask for it. So would you like that?
Yes, Judge.
All right, and I'll order the therapeutic community. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Judge.
Did you pass that over? Oh, thank you. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
50.
All right, you're 50. You're younger than I am, but as I tell everybody, I'm in the twilight of my life. I only have so many more years left on the planet unless I'm planning to live to 200 or something of that nature. And if I do, that means that I'm going to have to work.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you need to make a decision in your life what you want to do. Even though you're going to prison, and I always tell people, anytime you spend in custody, that's a rough time
Yes, ma'am.
because you're not free. You can't get up when you want to, can't even take a bath, right? You have to take a shower.
Sure, right.
So you need to decide how you want to spend your remaining time on the planet. If you have a drug or alcohol problem, there are free places to go when you get out of prison. So when you get out of prison, don't do the hooray and go back to the way life was before, because you're going to end up right back here.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you go to prison, don't become institutionalized. Take advantage of all the free opportunities they give you. You get free you get free medical treatment. Maybe not the best or the Cadillac of medical treatments, but it's still free. You can get your education while you're there for free. Pick up a trade while you're there for free so you can come out and do something with your life. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Happy belated birthday, Judge.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge.
Alicia Jimenez, a 50-year-old grandmother and mother of 5, stood before Judge Stephanie Boyd pleading for deferred adjudication, a chance to remain in the community to care for her grandchildren and elderly mother. Her daughter Destiny testified passionately about how attached the children were to their grandmother and how much they depended on her. The defense argued for leniency, pointing to Jimenez's spiritual awakening through Bible classes, her ongoing treatment for bipolar disorder, PTSD, anxiety, and ADHD, and her willingness to accept responsibility. However, Judge Boyd methodically dismantled the plea for mercy by examining Jimenez's extensive criminal history: criminal mischief from 2009, theft from 2018, resisting transportation,